into it if you want to
Okay.
give an intro.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live. Today we're talking about something pretty interesting, and that is episode 1 of the IAL documentary that's dropping today, shot by yours truly, Elijah. And today I'm going to be asking him some questions that I personally am curious about in regards to the documentary. So what do you say we just get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. How much of the original Arena Football League did you watch?
Yeah, I would say I wasn't necessarily a dedicated fan, but as a kid growing up, you definitely pick up on some of the highlights and things happening and the platform. And I mean, even for me as a kid growing up, and you watch, alternatives to sports, and those are sometimes more exciting. So I think that's kind of my intro to arena football. I wasn't able to go to a game, growing up as a kid, but definitely watching.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. How did you become involved in this project, and what made you so excited about documenting the IAL?
Yeah, certainly. So I'm a documentary filmmaker based out of Las Vegas. Before working with the IAL, I did a lot of work with the NBA G League. We had a team called the Ignite, so I pretty much did most of their content. Did a documentary that was sponsored by Gatorade called the Pro Lab. So that was my first documentary I've ever done, and it showcased some of the best talent before they hit the NBA in 2023. So that was kind of where I got my foot in the door as far as sports documentaries. And now with the IAL, having Tom Mitchell find me and hunt me down, I get a chance to embark on the next journey in football. And I love football.
Dude, that's awesome. That's great to hear. And Michael Klein says hello from Dusseldorf, Germany. What's up, Michael? We're glad to have you in. We always see you in the chat, and you're awesome. Thank you so much for joining our live today. What was your initial reaction when Tom Mitchell approached you about shooting a documentary about the league?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just looking into arena football in general. I mean, unfortunately, you hear about all the failures to it, and I think that's kind of what enticed me taking on that challenge of maybe we can do it right. Maybe we can be a part of something that really brings the right experience to the fans. And I think just that opportunity, knowing that so many people have tried, but they haven't reached that is what really got me excited to document all of that too. Just seeing how a sports league is built in general. I mean, I love sports, and so I've always looked into the management and the behind the scenes, the front office, but you barely get to see how that really comes together. It's so secretive. So I just think, being able to really be in it and live it has been the most exciting thing for me.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. And I love watching documentaries about sports. One of my favorites is Hard Knocks, which is with the NFL. They follow around each year. They'll pick a team and they'll follow them around and show their practices, their games, their team meetings, the film sessions, everything. And I just think that's so cool. I've literally seen all of them. And so I think that this documentary is going to be super awesome. And I can't wait to see episode 1, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I know for me, like I said, I've come from working with NBA Entertainment, and so just kind of seeing what has been put out as far as the arena football content, I'm just excited for us to make a splash and kind of bring that tone, bring that quality to this stage, and you guys deserve it, right? You guys are dedicated fans. So yeah, and then we got a few comments popping up. When will the documentary be available on YouTube? We'll be releasing it at 8 p.m. Eastern today on YouTube. We got another comment from Nick Durst. Shout out to him. He's a huge super fan out of Salt Lake. He's always showing love and support. He said he can't wait to see the documentary. I remember seeing the documentary on the LA Kiss 10 years ago. I can't wait to see a league-wide documentary, seeing how each team has their practices. Definitely. I mean, we're doing it for the fans. We want to give you guys that lens. So any feedback you guys give on this episode 1, we will definitely be taking it into to everything else we're putting out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. This is for the fans, and it's to show our appreciation for the support that you guys have been giving us. So we're excited for you guys to see it. So what is the overall narrative that you want to tell through this documentary?
I want to just show the reality behind what it's taken, the ups and the downs, and just be authentic. I want people to, this is something that people are going to look back to in the future, years in the future. So it's just really trying to be as authentic as possible and bring that and showcase that and put that on display for people that love this sport.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. So since this league is brand new, what is its main goal or mission as it starts to build a fan base and a legacy?
All about the fans, just giving our base a platform to get back to how things used to be, being able to experience and enjoy the sport and make memories. I think that's what we're trying to give people another chance to make memories around the game. You know what I mean? And I think just nowadays it's just not as accessible, especially like I wasn't able to go to NFL game until I became an adult. I mean, it's a pricey type of thing, and I just think that being able to take the whole family to a football event, it's special.
We got a chat from Corey Dobb. Excited to see this league start up and where it's going to go. Keep up the great work on the lives. That's actually my dad. Shout out, Dad.
Hey, thank you for tuning in, Corey. That's love. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of something from the beginning.
The next question I have for you is, since this league is brand new, what is its... Oh, I already asked that. Sorry, I lost my place. My bad. How do you think the IAL is going to attract fans and stand out in a crowded sports landscape? Because we all know that there's a lot of different leagues and teams and all competing for the same attention.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the basis of it all is football, the sport that's vicious. So bringing that entertainment, and we even had a live a few days ago where our commissioner, Dan, was on, and we were speaking about kind of bringing back celebrations, and that's kind of been taken away, I feel like, from a lot of sports. That edginess, that fun, that's what we're trying to bring back in a world that has been pushing against that. So I think we focus on the fans. We understand that without them, we're nothing. And so we're just trying to bring them the best quality product that we can. We're just all about the fans. We're fans ourselves. And I think other leagues, they're so used to people showing up that they don't really show love to the fans. They don't really go out of their way to take care of them the way they should. That's where I feel like
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. And this league is going to be all about fans, like Elijah said. So if you show up and support, you will be greatly rewarded. We promise you that.
I mean, the fans win too, bro. And the concept of that, I just think that's crazy that you actually are kind of involved in the game almost. If you bring, as a fan, if you can bring that pressure and your team wins, and you get that chance to come back, I mean, it makes you feel like you're really a part of it,
Yeah, exactly. And the concept of fans win too is something that I have never seen before. It's and I think it's one of the coolest ideas I've ever heard. So once again, for those who don't know, if you buy season tickets and your team wins the championship, your season tickets will be renewed for the next season. So guys, it's going to be awesome. What role do you think this documentary will play in helping this league establish itself in the sports world?
It's going to help us make a splash. I think there's been rumblings. People hear about the IAL here and there, but this is really going to be that stamp. This is really going to cement us, continue to be a talking point for us. And like I said, you kind of are almost already hear a little bit of stuff from people in the community, but having this documentary out is going to make us legit even more.
Awesome. That's good. That's great to hear. Will this documentary focus more broadly on the league as an entity, or is it going to be about the Las Vegas Rockers and the behind the scenes of the players and the coaches and the fans?
Yeah, it's just going to show obviously the lives of the players. I think that's a dynamic that I think with this sport is so fascinating. You can have guys that might work a regular job but still love football and can come back and play through this platform. So I think that's definitely something we're going to explore. But at the basis of it, it's showing how this league has been built, the lives of the people that are not only players but also front office. So I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
awesome.
fascinating. Something that Hard Knocks, might touch on, but it doesn't fully go into. So I think that's kind of a stone or a leaf we're trying to turn. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you're going to show the individual storylines and how players progress throughout the season and stuff like that.
Yeah, training camp's coming up. So showing them go through the process of training camp, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing guys get put through the ringer. And it's always it's always great to see that grind. So that'll definitely be a huge part. There's so many aspects to the league coming together. The cheerleaders, they'll be having tryouts. And seeing how that part of the entertainment will be coming together. So yeah, there's multiple different characters that will be explored throughout the season.
That's awesome. So how do you plan to balance, let's say, the football aspect with the more human aspect in regards to like players, coaches, fans, front office, cheerleaders, all of that?
I think just giving the people a look into both sides, not only just focusing on football, but just understanding that the people we're showing are also humans and kind of just trying to show what they're going through in their lives. I think that's just more entertaining. I think football's amazing, but definitely with this documentary, we want to just show people, as a whole.
Right, right. That's awesome. Yeah, and I think that showing the more human side is going to make fans more attached to their hometown team because it's they're going to get to know the individuals that are involved with each team. So I think that's important for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
So, what personalities or storylines are you most excited to showcase in episode one of this documentary? Can you give us any slight preview?
I mean, of course, Hollywood you always got to get your popcorn whenever Hollywood's doing anything. But I'd say just tune in, you guys. It's gonna be a 20-minute episode. But yeah, just tune in.
Yeah, for sure. Tune in, tune in. So, how do you plan to handle the inevitable ups and downs that come with documenting the IAL? I mean, it's a brand new league. We're still building a fan base, and we're getting more popular every day. But how do you plan to traverse the ups and downs?
Never get too high or too low. Just stay focused on the goal at hand, which is bringing great football to our fans in April. And just like I said, you stick to that. You don't let things, get you too excited or get you too down. You just keep pushing through and show up every day, and try to add pieces to the puzzle every day. So yeah, I think that's how we keep. That's the attitude we bring here at the IAL.
Yeah, I totally agree. And when it comes to sports, everybody knows that there's going to be wins, there's going to be losses, and there's going to be ups and downs, and that's just how the sports world operates. And so, like you said, Elijah, never get too high and never get too low. You just want to keep grinding, keep going, and don't let the losses take you off your path, and just live for those wins. And I think we're gonna have plenty of them.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
so what kind of access are you gonna have? Are you gonna go to like multiple different games? Are you gonna go to any overseas games or just Rockers games? How do you plan to shoot the documentary?
Like I said, this is all for the fans. So anywhere a fan will want to be, that's where we're going to try to bring the lens. We're not going to limit it to anything. So we'll definitely make sure that we're getting coverage on all the storylines in the league. We're not just only going to focus on the U.S. or we're going to be everywhere with this documentary. But right now, we've just been, the beginning has started here in Las Vegas. So that's the focus of episode one. We've also are showing a few other aspects, but a lot of it is based in Las Vegas.
That's so awesome to hear, and I think it's going to help fans connect with their favorite team a lot better. So that's great.
They need that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing is once you are able to watch the documentary and see your favorite players and how they are behind the scenes, it's gonna make you want to show up even more to support. And I know that you guys in chat are excited for that. So we're excited to bring it to you.
Definitely, you want to see how they prepare. What type of people are they outside? What do they like to eat? Are they funny? So yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I've always loved the behind the scenes stuff. I always like seeing how things work, how they operate. So, and I know I'm not alone either. So I know that it's going to be very popular and it's going to be a hit. So, how do you hope that fans are going to perceive episode one? And what do you hope? What's the message that you hope to send with episode one?
Yeah, like I said, I just want it to be stamped, and I want people just to get excited, to get fired up, to for it to come to life for them through this documentary. So I think hopefully it inspires a few people to want to be a part of the league, and it's just something that hasn't been done in the space. So I'm excited to see, what people how people will receive it, but I hope that they receive it. They're inspired. They're excited for what's going to kick off.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it is going to be exciting. So where do you see the league in 5 years? And do you plan to shoot more documentaries in future years, let's say year 2, and show how far it's come from year 1 to year 2?
I mean, I think as a league, you should always, you have the archives. You always want to have those archives as a league. So we film everything around here. So yeah, I mean, it's what every sports league should be doing.
What have you found to be the most challenging, considering that training camp hasn't started yet and there's been no games that have been played yet?
Yeah, I mean, I think we don't have players yet, so I think just trying to find a way to market what we're doing without having those yet, it's been a challenge. But once we get those players, it's just going to take things to another level. So we're definitely looking for that. I know we just got a comment in from Brad Morelli. He's always asking, team in Greensboro, announcements soon. Brad, I'm here to tell you right now that on Friday's show with Braden Dobson, team names will be revealed. I believe that's
Let's go.
Team names will be revealed finally Friday. Stay tuned, you guys.
Stay tuned, Brad Morelli.
You guys always checking in.
Let's go. That's going to be awesome. So how has the IAL's leadership and management been involved in this documentary?
I mean, they've had to have me put a camera in their face at all times of the day. So I think they're completely involved. They've been open. Like I said, we film everything that happens here, the good and the bad. So I think they're the ones that understand the importance of it. So they've just been doing anything to make it happen and make it to the best quality it can be as well. So they've just been really open to doing a lot of different things,
Yeah, and I think it's really, really important to show not just the good, but also the struggles, because when you overcome those struggles, it shows the triumph that you've overcame. So I think that it's definitely important to document all of it, and so I think it's awesome that you're doing that for sure.
Yeah, we're just trying to be authentic.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Michael Klein, we just got a comment from Michael Klein. It says, to what extent can this documentary reach fans in Europe and inspire them to support the IAL?
It is what they make it. You know, this will be the first touch. This will be the first feel that people will be able to see about how we are getting this started. So I think being able to like really show people us walking into some of the arenas that we're going to be in, and some of the people that are working to build the league day to day and actually showing their faces. I think that should inspire fans in Europe, just to let them know that we're really making this happen. You know, there's been a lot of people that have dedicated their lives and made changes in their lives to bring this league forward. So I think that should inspire.
I totally agree. I totally agree. So we've seen a few arena football leagues pop up. Some of them lasted longer than others. The original arena league lasted for over 30 years. So what role do you want your documentary to play in the long-term viability of the IAL?
I hope it's just a marking point that people can always go back to understand the history of what we've built. And also to kind of touch back to arena football in general and give people an idea of how we're trying to fill in the gaps and be different and create something that hasn't been done before. So it's definitely just going to be a historical marker as far as arena football.
Right, right. So how do you plan to get fans to continue to tune in to each episode of the documentary?
Asking them, you know, what we can do to what do they want to see, you know, being really receptive to what fans want to see, and engaging with, you know, the community like how we have been from day one. I think giving people what they want to see is the primary thing, and not just putting out anything.
Yeah, I totally agree. And we have the best fans, the most loyal fans and the best fans. I see the same names in chat every single time, and all of you guys showing up to support us. We cannot tell you how grateful we are that you're in the live, you're talking, and that's exactly why we give back. We just gave away season tickets last week. We also have giveaways, prizes, everything. And so I think that having such a loyal fan base is going to help the league succeed where other arena leagues maybe have not. So I think that's awesome for sure.
We gave away season tickets yesterday, even on another live. So I mean, we really often we give away season tickets on these lives. So stay tuned. You never know.
Exactly, and I think as our fan base continues to grow, it's going to position itself as distinct from previous arena leagues. Because I think we already have the fan support, but we're just going to continue to get more fan support as as time goes on, basically. So I think that it's super awesome that we give away tickets and that we can show our love and appreciation. So what?
100%.
So what is the angle that the documentary is taking as far as attracting not just fans to the league, but also attracting potential players, potential coaches, and all of that?
I mean, just doing my research on arena football, at least over the last few years, I haven't seen anything to this extent. So I just think us being as transparent as we are should just be a huge selling point for anyone that wants to join the league. I mean, we're putting out a quality documentary, and it takes a lot of investment to be able to do that. So I just think that us trying to showcase that and be transparent, that should definitely, it will definitely bring in and garner even more attention from players and fans.
Yeah, I totally agree. We have a chat from Brian Mathern. Sorry if I said your name wrong, Brian. Have the playoffs been determined on how many make it? And where will the championship game be hosted of the USA team versus the Europe team? So Elijah can probably speak to this a little bit better than I can.
Yes, what I can tell you, Brian, is that there will be an end of season tournament played in Las Vegas, and the winner of that tournament will have a $2 million prize. As far as how many teams will make it to that tournament, stay tuned. Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, and by the way, I love your profile picture, Brian. That's the Louisiana Voodoo logo, so that's pretty dope. They were a really cool arena football league team, so that's awesome. So the next question I have is, how important do you think it is for the IAL to establish its own unique identity right out of the gate, and how is your documentary going to help with that?
Yeah, it's going to show the specific faces of the people that are building it, and like I said, no other sports. I'm not sure of a sport in general that has really shown how a league has been built from the beginning. You know, there's been similar things put out, like Ryan Reynolds. He purchased a soccer team, and they did a documentary on how he kind of flipped and changed that. But as far as a sports league, starting from this jump in the beginning. It's not been done before, to my knowledge. So I think that will be one of the things. And then I think our international identity. You also think how many sports leagues are international, how many football leagues are international. So I think just, our identity in general differentiates us. And so if we can bring a product that is a good quality product and be within our identity, we'll stick out for sure.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. So what is your long-term goals as far as the documentary goes? I know we touched on this just a minute ago, but I think a lot of fans, they want multiple seasons of a documentary. And you can document how the league continues to grow. So what is your vision for that?
My vision is definitely for documentary style to be a component of everything that the IAL does in the future. It'll be something that people will associate, like how they associate Hard Knocks with the NFL. Hopefully, we can have them associate what we're doing with arena football. So definitely just trying to build a staple in the space, a staple documentary.
That's so dope, dude. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, as
What
long
is
as
the
we're here, everything we document, everything. So as long as uh, we're here, it's going to be documented. It's going to be put out there.
That's awesome, and I think it's really cool too how you said you shoot everything, so you get to see not just the players and coaches, but the people that behind the scenes in the office that are making it work. So I think that's super awesome. So what is your balance with on the field stuff versus behind the scenes stuff? Is it going to be about half and half, or is it going to be mostly football or mostly behind the scenes? What is it going to be?
I think it's whatever is the cinematically, whatever is the most entertaining. I think we'll see. I think even with this first episode, we didn't really get to go on the field, and we didn't get to see people hating each other or catching balls or slinging. But it was more showing, people just doing more office stuff, and that stuff's still important. That's the stuff that you don't see. That's the stuff that we wanted to bring out, what you don't see typically. So I think we'll definitely try to find a balance of showing more of the action, showing more of on the field. And once we started to get some players signed and some more announcements on that end. So I think it'll constantly be trying to find a balance of what the fans want to see for each episode.
For sure, for sure. So we have a chat message from upcoming readjustments, and it says, okay, I think that's a spam comment. I just be reading stuff. I don't know, man. That's a spam comment, but all right. So as I'm sure you know, arena football has its own rules and its own. It's for all intents and purposes almost a different sport with the different rules and the smaller field and everything. So how do you plan to showcase not just the differences, but also the similarities with that and regular football?
I mean, I think a lot of the way in which they prepare is similar. I just think the gameplay is a little bit different. But as far as the training that they're doing, I'm curious to know if there's different drills that they're doing or how they prepare for the wall. I'm curious to know that. But I think we're definitely embrace. I think the similarities will come natural, but I think we just embrace the differences and like like Ironman. Having the Ironman concept in arena football is one of the most fascinating things to me. Um, I think that's something that definitely. I don't know why the NFL. I mean, you see the excitement behind Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
but like just concepts like that, I think improve the game. Honestly, I think they make the game more exciting. So I think, naturally allowing the similarities with football to happen, but I'm going to focus on definitely embracing the differences um, that make it, in my opinion, better. You have a better a field of vision to see everything that's happening. So I mean, there's no such thing as a nosebleed, in my opinion, for arena football.
I totally agree. And that's awesome that you view it that way. My next question is, what do you plan to document in this first season of episodes that you're putting out? Whether that be a player's breakthrough, a developing rivalry, or big games. What do you hope that you'll get to document?
Yeah, I mean, I can say what I can hope because a lot of times with the documentary, we just, like I said, we film everything and we deal with what happens after. But what I can hope is just seeing people that are hungry for opportunity, seeing people's dreams be achieved. I mean, I love to see that, people that we were able to literally create, opportunity for them to fulfill a dream for themselves. I think that would be an awesome storyline to see play out.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So
Giving
when
hope
season
to
one,
people.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, for sure. And when season one is complete, what do you hope that viewers are going to take away from it, or what message or feeling do you want our fans to take away from the first season of the documentary?
How can I be a part of this? What team am I gonna be? What's my team gonna be? What? How can I get tickets for next season? What players are gonna get signed next? Just building a whole new sport for people to become to get behind. I think yeah, just I hope that people just have that excitement for the league in general.
Oh yeah, me too. And I think that
What about you?
uh,
What would you say to that?
so what I want to see from the documentary and the message that I want fans to take away is that the league cares about the fans. The league will show their appreciation towards the fans, and I want people to be invested in the documentary and just waiting for each new episode on the edge of their seat, which I think is going to happen. I want it to be something that you watch over and over again. I think it's really important to have you know the type of documentary that it never gets old to continuously watch the same episodes, because fans are going to get to know their team, and they're going to get to know the players on their team. So that's what I would personally say. I hope that fans take away, and I hope that they are addicted to this documentary just like their favorite show on Netflix.
What types of things are you hoping to see out of it? What other types of like specific things do you want to see out of it?
I want to see like storylines. I want to see developing rivalries, how players act and talk behind the scenes, how coaches interact with the players, how the fans interact with the players. I want to see all of that.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and I
awesome.
think it'd
I
be
love it.
cool. I saw on Instagram. I always go to the IAL Instagram page and watch what's posted on there. But last night or 2 nights ago, Monday Night Football, they went to Allegiant Stadium in Vegas and were interviewing fans, and there was a lot of people who it seemed like they were really super excited for a new arena league. And I watched all their reactions and everything they said. And there was even one guy from Europe that they managed to get an interview out of, and he was there to attend the Raiders game, and he said that basically, you know, that they've been wanting a football league in Europe for so long, and so I think that bringing that to them is going to be awesome. And European people have never seen arena football in person, so this is going to be a whole new experience.
That's something that the arena, I just think that aspect of, we know that they love football over there, and they're definitely going to get behind it. And I think that's, you know, part of why we're going to be viable, is that they're so strong. They have such a love and such a hunger for the sport out there, for sure. So yeah, that was actually me filming that out there. So shout out to
Oh,
Scott
awesome. That's way
from
cool.
the UK, who he makes a 5,000-mile trip to come to Vegas to watch his team. So,
and that shows the dedication. That shows how much people in Europe love American football. That shows the dedication. You know, you could go across the globe just to see a game, you know, and so I think it's super awesome, and that's cool that you shot that too. I didn't know that you were the man behind the camera, but that's super awesome.
definitely, it was just great to see people. I mean, people love football in general. I mean, who doesn't love football at different levels? But people were really excited about the international aspect. Like, a lot of people, Americans fans, were talking trash. Like, I mean, we're known for football, and they were just asking the question. I mean, who's going to be the best at the end of the day? So, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm hoping Europe, you know, takes that to heart, and let's see what's going to happen.
yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. So you guys, the arena football is like football on steroids. It's gonna be high scores, big hits, just excitement, and so, and also at an affordable price too. These days, NFL tickets are crazy expensive. You have to almost sell a kidney just to be able to afford to go to an NFL game. So what we want to do is bring football to you at an affordable price, and it's our way of saying thank you to the fans. And so if you've never seen an arena game, for anybody watching, I highly encourage you to purchase your tickets, because there's nothing like arena football.
Definitely, and we're bringing you a platform where you can become a fan and become a team, and we'll bring that love back to you. You know, the love that you give
Totally,
us, we're
totally,
going to bring it back.
totally. Well, those are all the questions I had for you, Elijah. If there's any viewers that have questions, we can answer those. But if not, then it was good speaking with you, my friend.
Always.
And make sure, fans, you get your tickets. You can go to LasVegasRockers.com and get Las Vegas Rockers tickets. And we will be in the future telling you where you can get tickets for your hometown team nearest to you. So make sure you do that. And with that being said, we'll call it a day on this live stream. Thanks, Elijah. Have a
Take
good one.
care, Brandon.